The ongoing drought is pushing 2 more local cities to the brink. We're going to tell you which major cities just declared disasters over their water supply.
Plus, Corpus Christi police tracked down a murder suspect on the west side. What we know about the man accused of killing a 17-year-old.
And the small town of Agua Dulce is getting its first ever city hall. We're going to explain how a $1 million donation means taxpayers will not pay a dime. Hey there, good morning, folks. It is a Thursday. You're watching Chris 6 Sunrise and waking up with the Hoffmans. It's a great start to the day. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Yeah, we're manifesting it already. Let's check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see if it's really going to be a nice and sunny day. Good morning.
Absolutely. Good morning, you guys. You know, it's looking like it's going to be a good Thursday. The rain is stopping, and we are going to see more sunshine, yes, as we're heading into the afternoon. The unfortunate part, we're going to have those temperatures on the rise, even feeling like those lower 90s out there later today. But, of course, we're getting our Thursday morning kicked off, and those sky cams looking pretty good with still a decent dose of cloud cover overhead. Temperature-wise, we're waking up to the 70s almost across the board. That cool spot right now, Beeville coming in at the 69-degree mark. George West just to the west of it coming in at 73 degrees, and the warm spot going to be Port Aransas coming in at that 74-degree mark so far. Through the rest of our Thursday, of course, like we talked about, we're going to start to see more sunshine already by the later morning hours. As we go into the afternoon, still also going to notice that breeze picking up out of the southeast. It's about 10 miles an hour right now, picking up closer to 20 miles an hour as we head into the afternoon and gusting about 25 miles an hour. We're going to be chasing 86 degrees for that daytime high before those temperatures start to come back down. 84 degrees there by 5 p.m., but still the humidity going to be very high. As we're getting ready for your Thursday morning, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the current traffic flow as we're heading out there today. So far, haven't been tracking any of those major slowdowns on the Harbor Bridge if you're heading to or from Portland. That good and green color on the board, and same goes for our major roadways here in Corpus Christi, but want to check in on that commute from Cal Allen or Robstown. So far, 37 and 44 both looking clear, but just keep in mind for commuters towards Cal Allen, I-37 South does still have some of that construction going on starting today from 9 a.m. through about 4 p.m. for that Sharpsburg Road exit as you're heading out there. But for our major roadways here in Corpus Christi, looking pretty good. Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga all also coming in that good and green flow so far. Still could run into some spotty drizzle, but in terms of ponding on the roadways, not expecting any of that. Of course, I'll have a closer look at your future tracker and that 7-day forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
Stephen, thank you so much for that. So 2 more local communities are declaring disasters because of water shortages. Ingleside Mayor Pedro Oscar Adame issued a disaster declaration on Wednesday. Now, he says Corpus Christi water cannot supply enough water to meet the city's demands. Aransas Pass Mayor Jason Knight also issued a local state of disaster. He says the ongoing drought causing a water shortage in his community as well. The city manager Peter Zanoni will hold his weekly water briefing tomorrow. The city says that it wants to keep residents informed about ongoing water initiatives. You can watch the briefing live on our website. That's christv.com.
The city is withdrawing its job offer for the new director of animal care services. Officials say they found inconsistencies in Dr. Antonio Caldwell's qualifications. The discovery happened during the pre-employment verification process. The city just announced his hiring on Monday, and he was scheduled to start the job on May 18th. 22-year-old Josiah Ortiz is in custody, tied to the fatal shooting of 17-year-old Jacob Cerna. Corpus Christi police say they found him in the Molina neighborhood on the west side. The shooting happened about a week ago during a disturbance on Weber near Holly. Ortiz is now charged with murder.
Melissa Trevino in Agua Dulce. I first told you about this little town getting a city hall last year when construction had just began. Now, 9 months later, the city held a ribbon cutting ceremony as they prepared to move in. For longtime residents and city employees, the new city hall's ribbon cutting is something many never expected to see. Ninfa Acuna has been the city secretary for 25 years. She says she was excited when she first learned of plans for a new city hall last year. And perhaps the most surprising thing, the building was built at no cost to taxpayers, thanks to a $1.2 million donation by the Wyatt Ranches. The new City Hall will house the Water Department, City Marshal's office, the Mayor's office, City Council chambers, and a courtroom. Ralph Ochoa, a longtime resident, tells me he went to the ribbon-cutting ceremony after months of anticipation.
All right, folks, it is 6:05 on your Thursday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us. We appreciate it.
A new bill could change what you can buy with SNAP benefits. Still ahead on Sunrise, we'll show you why hot foods might soon be on the menu. Welcome back, folks. 6:08 this Thursday morning. We're starting off at a mild 70 degrees outside.
Yeah, not too shabby, but it doesn't seem to be any rain falling on our heads today, right, Stephen?
That's absolutely right, Brian. Going into later today, we're just going to see more and more of that sunshine. The only thing is going to be feeling a little toasty out there already this afternoon, but especially if we're already making those weekend plans. I'm expecting by Sunday for our air temperatures to be back in those 90s, and we're going to be feeling like those mid-90s with all of the dew points in the 70s, so very warm out there, but the rain is coming to an end, so I'm going to miss seeing some videos and pictures like this one. Thank you to Bob Van Diver for sending this one and a video of a rainy Monday here in Corpus Christi, Texas, and not going to be seeing too much more of that as we're rolling through the rest of the 7-day forecast, but nonetheless, if you get any good shots of sunrises or sunsets, hopefully you go ahead and take a quick picture, send it into our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group. Might just find yours also featured on one of our broadcasts. Once again, Bob, thank you for sending in that one. And in the wake of all that rain, we've seen some slight increases in our lake levels and reservoirs out there. Lake Corpus Christi up 0.2% from 8.5% just a week ago. Choke Canyon holding even at that 7.5% mark. Same with the combined reservoir capacity sitting at 7.8%. That Lake Texana number looking a little bit better though, 54.8% up to 56.3%. So a decent 1.5% increase, but as you can see, we still have a lot of work to do as we head through the rest of 2026. Let's take a closer look at our Thursday morning temperatures now with our Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network. Starting off on the south side in the 70s across the board, and same goes for areas towards Rockport. 73 degrees up there in on Augusta Drive. Cochrane Lane coming in at that 74 degree mark so far this morning. As we work our way a little bit further inland, good morning to neighbors out there in Kingsville. 73 degrees for your temperature. Closer to Bishop coming in at that 71 degree mark so far from our reporting stations. And as we go through the next few hours, let's go ahead and take a look at our dog walking forecast. Today we've got Honey Bun on the board, looking like she was having a good time over at that car show just a couple weekends ago. Nonetheless, as we're heading out for Honey Bun's walk through our Thursday, not looking too bad. Going to be back at 78 degrees by 10 a.m. up to 83 as we're heading in towards that 1 p.m. hour. And as we're looking at the winds, they're slowly picking up also. 10 miles an hour this morning, closer to 15 to 20 miles an hour as we're heading into the afternoon. Walking you through the future tracker, could run into some spotty drizzle this morning, but most of us should be staying dry. The cloud cover starts to leave our heads as we're heading into the later morning hours and into the early afternoon. And we're chasing about 86 degrees for our daytime high here in town. Out to the west towards Duval County, coming in closer to that 90 degree mark for your daytime highs. And then we do it all again into our Friday morning, of course. Going to have that decent dose of cloud cover overhead as we wake up to the mid 70s tomorrow and then continue this warming trend as we head through the next few days. Here's how it's rounding out on our current 7-day forecast. 86 today, 87 tomorrow, and then even pushing into those 90s as we're heading into the weekend. I've already got 91 degrees for Sunday, but remember that dew points are in the 70s. It's going to be feeling a few degrees even warmer than these actual air temperatures, but it's going to be pretty toasty as we're going into next week, still holding on to those lower 90s for daytime highs.
So millions of Americans rely on SNAP benefits to buy groceries, but right now those benefits cannot be used to buy hot foods. A new bipartisan bill in the Senate could change that. It would allow families to buy items like hot rotisserie chickens over at the store.
Nice, more options. Well, joining us now from Washington is our Scripps News Group Chief Washington Correspondent, Joe St. George. Good morning, Joe. So what are the chances that this bill actually becomes law, and how would this change impact families right here in Texas?
Well, you said a key phrase at the top there, and that is bipartisan. So this legislation has been introduced with Democratic support as well as with Republican support. And that's noteworthy because to get anything done these days in Washington, it helps to have some bipartisan love attached to it. To break down where this came from, it was essentially, this has been an intense lobbying effort for a while now for those who advocate on behalf of food advocacy groups, those who advocate on behalf of SNAP recipients, that when you go to the grocery store, one of the more affordable options is that rotisserie chicken. Pick it up for $4, $5, $6. A lot of families will buy a rotisserie chicken and then I certainly have done this in the past. Use some of the leftovers for lunch the next day or dinner the following night. You can get a lot of meals out of these rotisserie chickens. But as you pointed out, currently, SNAP puts great restrictions on hot food purchases. So you can use your SNAP benefits obviously at grocery stores, but no issues for things that are frozen, no issues for things that are canned, but restrictions placed on hot foods like rotisserie chicken. So this effort is being introduced in the Senate. We're not seeing any official movement yet on when a vote might take place. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these changes makes its way into some big budget bill perhaps later this year. But if you or a loved one is on SNAP, this is a noteworthy development to watch, and we'll be following it closely for you over the course of the next several months.
Sounds good, Joe. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time today.
All right. Looking forward to talking again very soon, sir.
Yeah.
So it is 6:14 on your Thursday morning, and do you have expired medication that are sitting in your cabinet? I know we all kind of do, right? We forget about it. Well, coming up, we can tell you where you can safely throw them away this weekend.
And veterans can skip the long wait times for help with their benefits. We'll show you where you can get face-to-face support.
Buck Days continues the tradition of changing lives through education and scholarships with the Port of Corpus Christi Leadership Program, sponsored on Chris 6 by Texas A&M University Corpus Christi.
Welcome back, folks. Global health leaders are kicking off World Immunization Week. They're launching a campaign to reach millions of unvaccinated children in Africa and Asia. The push is called the Big Catch-Up. Officials say vaccines have saved more than 150 million lives over the past 50 years.
Pretty impressive. Well, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, however, he just wrapped up 2 weeks of congressional hearings. Now, he faced tough questions on Capitol Hill yesterday. Kennedy clashed with lawmakers over vaccines and the current measles outbreak. Some senators accused him of spreading misinformation. He also defended the administration's new portal for prescription drugs. The hearings focused on proposed health budgets for the next few years.
If you're a veteran, you're going to want to write down this info this morning. 12 County Veteran Services officers are joining forces for a one-day resource fair tomorrow, and we're talking real face-to-face support for compensation and pension claims, survivor benefits, appeals, and more resources all in one place. The goal is to cut through the delays and get your benefits moving.
The average wait time for the veteran or dependent right now is about a month and a half in order to go see their county VSO. And so we're trying to minimize that, right? Get you the help that you need right then and there.
Walk-ins are welcome at the Richard Borchard Regional Fairgrounds from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And folks, for more information on veteran resources and stories, you can follow my Veterans in Focus segment or go to christv.com.
So you can safely get rid of any of your expired or unwanted medications this weekend. The Corpus Christi Nueces County Public Health District is hosting 2 different drop-off events on Saturday as part of the National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. You can bring in pills, patches, and sealed liquids to the Health District on Horn Road. You can also drop them off over at the Johnny Calderon building in Robstown. Both locations are going to be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Officials can't accept any syringes or illicit drugs. So if you live in Kingsville and you're looking for a place to get some exercise this morning, Texas A&M University Kingsville is offering free classes to get neighbors active. They're doing this through the Community Exercise Outreach Program, and it's open to anyone. The university professor tells us that people who live in rural areas experience more health problems than their urban counterparts, and that led to the creation of this program. The program runs until May 7th. But it will start again on June 18th. Well, 6:20 is your time on this Thursday. Thank you so much for spending part of your morning with us.
We always appreciate it. The NFL Draft kicks off tonight. Still ahead on Sunrise, we'll show you which Texas A&M defenders are expected to hear their names called.
Welcome back. So shareholders are voting today on a $110 billion media merger. The deal combines Warner Brothers Discovery with Paramount Skydance. It brings together major brands like HBO and CBS. If passed, shareholders will get $31 a share. Regulators in the U.S. and Europe still need to review the deal, though.
The NFL draft kicks off in Pittsburgh tonight. The Heinz company is starting a new tradition in its hometown. It will give a lifetime supply of ketchup to the 57th overall pick. The Chicago Bears currently hold that draft spot, and the lucky player will also get a custom jacket and future promotion deals.
So, speaking of the draft, several Texas A&M defenders are hoping to hear their names called, right? They terrorized opposing offenses all season long.
Now, half of that defense is looking to take their talents to the pros. Landon Pats shows us where these Aggies stack up against the competition.
We start with edge rusher Cassius Howell, who has been projected to go anywhere from the middle first to late second round. Some teams love his tenacity, while others worry about his undersized frame. Voice of the Aggies, Andrew Monaco, is not worried about his transition.
I don't think you can teach compete, and I don't think you can teach motor, and he's got both of those.
Joining Howell from the defensive line is defensive tackles Tyler Unyedem and Albert Regis. Both players are bringing a unique skill set of size and get-off. Both can contribute right away.
I just can't help but think that the interior of the defensive line has been such a strength for Texas A&M and kind of a pipeline to the NFL. Nnamdi Madubuike is a classic example of that.
Linebacker Torian York is undersized but highly athletic. His football IQ has allowed him to be even more of a playmaker who can contribute at the next level.
Between the ears, I mean, no one devoured film more than Torian. There's a reason why when you're playing Missouri, and remember A&M was on upset alert, he knew what Missouri was running.
Cornerback Will Lee is the final defender to note. Monaco sees one weakness that if he fixes, could help him stick in the NFL.
He's got to learn to play with turning his head to the ball. So that's going to be an adjustment, but that speed, sure tackling, those hands, the way, and again, the blanket, it was absolutely deserved, that moniker for him.
Hey everyone, I'm Larissa Liska at Bishop High School, and as you see behind me, family, friends, and teammates all gathered to celebrate one of the Lady Badgers' most decorated high school girls basketball players on college signing day. Just this past year, Ava Salinas helped Bishop advance all the way to the UIL 3A Division I state semifinals. Salinas inked her commitment to Schreiner University. The point guard left her mark at Bishop, reaching 2,000 career points, 900 rebounds, 500 assists, and 500 steals. Salinas received multiple awards such as the UIL All-State Team and THSCA Super Elite Team, to name a few. But nothing was more important than helping Bishop win 67 consecutive district games, 4 district titles, making 4 regional semifinal appearances, and 1 state semifinal appearance her senior season.
Seeing everybody here to support me truly means a lot, and it just shows how much dedication and time that everybody put into me because they all believed in me. Seeing my team progress through the years, it means a lot, from going to the regional semifinals and now making a state appearance my senior year. Just truly shows how much progress we made over the years.
Big news in Kingsville. Brema's football head coach Ruben Garcia has shared that he is leaving the program. Garcia served 3 seasons with H.M. King, turning the program around into a winning team. In his first season, the Bremas went 3-7, but the next 2 years they finished 8-3 and 7-4 with first-round playoff appearances. Garcia will be at Kingsville through the end of the school year. I'm Larissa Liska, Chris 6 Sports.
Very impressive. Thank you so much for that, Larissa. Appreciate it. Well, it is 6:27 on your Thursday morning. Thank you for starting your day with us.
And still ahead, a local barbershop is giving back to some special students. We'll show you how they help them get ready for prom tonight.
Good stuff. We'll be right back.
Corpus Christi police tracked down a murder suspect on the west side. What we know about the man accused of killing a 17-year-old.
Businesses are asking for billions of dollars in tariff refunds. We'll explain why you probably won't see any of that money. Hey there, folks. If you're just joining us, you're watching Chris 6 Sunrise on this Thursday. Waking up with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, it's almost the weekend. We're also thinking about Buck Days. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, we are.
So let's check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see how our forecast is shaping up for the rest of the week. And of course, we want to get you guys ready for the day. Good morning.
Well, good morning, you guys. Today, and looking not too bad as we're heading out there. Still going to be pretty toasty as we're heading into the afternoon. We're going to be chasing the 80s for our daytime highs and feeling like those 90s because dew points right now are up into the lower 70s. That's pretty much matching where our temperatures are. Beeville sitting at 69 degrees. Here at 70 degrees on the money in Corpus Christi. 71 what you're waking up to in Robstown, with San Diego coming in at that 73 degree mark so far. As we're rolling through the next few hours and through the rest of our Thursday, we're on the warm up. We'll start to see more pops of sunshine, of course, into the afternoon with those partly cloudy skies. Winds also slightly picking up out of the southeast, 10 to 15 miles an hour this morning, up to around 20 miles an hour as we're heading into the afternoon, gusting upwards of 25 miles an hour. In terms of those daytime highs, likely about 86 degrees here in Corpus Christi, and likely to see a few of those 90s as you work your way out west closer to Duval County. Even 92 degrees what you'll be chasing out in Falfurrias later today. But with those dew points so high, going to be feeling about 5 degrees warmer than these actual air temperatures. But as we're getting you ready for your Thursday morning, let's go ahead and get a look at our current traffic map as we're heading out for the day. Right now, not tracking any of those major slowdowns for our morning. Here's the commute from Robstown and Calallen. 37 and 44 both coming in the clear so far, luckily, and really the same goes for our major roadways here in Corpus Christi. Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga mostly coming in the clear. Saratoga just some minor slowdowns as you're coming up towards that Airline Road light, but other than that, looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and take just a little bit of a detour. Good morning to neighbors up there in Sinton. Not too bad either. Just a couple of minor slowdowns there on Pirate Boulevard and as you're working closer to downtown, but other than that, all of us shaping up for a good and green Thursday morning. I'll show you a closer look at that future tracker and the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
Stephen, thank you. So Corpus Christi police are investigating after 3 dead animals were found. Officers were called to the 4300 block of Shannon Boulevard for suspicious activity. The caller told police that they were worried someone was hurting animals in the area. Officers found the 3 deceased animals and called Animal Care Services. Detectives are now helping with the investigation. If you happen to have any information, you're asked to call up Crime Stoppers. That number is 888-TIPS.
22-year-old Josiah Ortiz is in custody, tied to the fatal shooting of 17-year-old Jacob Cerna. Corpus Christi police say they found him in the Molina neighborhood on the west side. The shooting happened about a week ago during a disturbance on Weber near Holly. Ortiz is now charged with murder.
So American businesses have started to apply for an estimated $166 billion in tariff refunds and interest. This after the U.S. Supreme Court struck down President Donald Trump's sweeping emergency tariffs back in February. So for consumers wondering if they'll see any refunds like you or I, the answer is likely no. Karin Kafa explains.
Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick on Capitol Hill Wednesday facing questions about Trump administration tariff policies.
Right now, tariffs have driven up costs so significantly that it's put many businesses at risk and in peril.
The answer is make your products at home and you have no tariff.
This week, 2 months after the Supreme Court struck down President Donald Trump's sweeping emergency tariffs, American importers started applying for an estimated $166 billion in refunds plus interest. So consumers want to know if they'll see any money back. The answer, not really. One reason, after the Supreme Court ruled the emergency tariffs unconstitutional, the president announced new tariffs, which means new costs for importers to cover.
The first thing to realize is that we're in an environment of still massive uncertainty about what the future is in terms of where tariffs will fall and what level they're going to be at. And that uncertainty is not good for business.
And Ryan Monarch, associate professor of economics at Syracuse University, says some companies absorb the added costs from the emergency tariffs and cut in different areas.
Some of them didn't raise prices at all and found other ways to cut costs. Maybe they're laying off employees, or maybe they're delaying a certain investment.
While businesses absorbing tariff costs may have kept inflation in check, economists believe it suppressed the job market. In Washington, I'm Karin Kafa.
Carroll High School is hosting a very special prom tonight. The dance is for the school's special needs students. A local barbershop stepped up to help the young men look their best. The Chop Shop gave them free haircuts earlier in the week, and all of the barbers at the shop are Carroll High School graduates. Now the students are ready for their big night.
Looking fresh. Well, hey, it is 6:35 on your Thursday morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Before you head out the door, meteorologist Stephen Jones will have a look at your Thursday forecast.
And still ahead in your 20 minutes of nonstop news.
Fueling up on tribal land to save money. I'm Holly Furfer, and coming up, why tribally owned gas stations can offer steep savings.
Buck Days continues the tradition of changing lives through education and scholarships with the Port of Corpus Christi Leadership Program, sponsored on Chris 6 by Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi.
So the ongoing drought is pushing 2 more local cities to the brink. We're going to tell you which mayors just declared disasters over their water supply.
Plus, as the drought continues, one local nursery is giving plant lovers options to save water and still garden this spring.
And the small town of Agua Dulce is getting its first ever city hall. We'll explain how $1 million donation means taxpayers won't pay a dime for the building.
Now, 20 minutes of nonstop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
Hey there, folks. Thanks for joining us for our 20 minutes of nonstop news with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, 2 more local communities are declaring disasters because of water shortages. Ingleside Mayor Pedro Oscar Adami issued a disaster declaration on Wednesday. He says Corpus Christi Water cannot supply enough water to meet the city's demands. Aransas past Mayor Jason Knight also issued a local state of disaster. He says the ongoing drought is causing a water shortage in his community as well.
So City Manager Peter Zanoni is going to hold his weekly water briefing tomorrow. The city says that it wants to keep residents informed about ongoing water initiatives. You can watch the briefing live on our website. That's christv.com.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and it's the time of year where you might want to plant a garden, but with drought restrictions, that can be tough. I'll tell you about one local plant sale that's making gardenscaping easier and drought tolerant. The South Texas Botanical Gardens is getting ready for its annual sale Saturday. And if you look around, you might not think a drought is happening at all. These walkways are lined with color, native plants, pollinators, all thriving on minimal water. And with this sale, your walkways could look like this.
So instead of bringing in a lot of plants that come from a wide range of areas, we're trying to focus this year, make it an educational event to show people plants that you can put in your yard that take minimal water once they're established.
But this change didn't come without a cost. The Botanical Gardens skipped its sale last year trying to navigate the new water restrictions.
Our Big Bloom Plant Sale is a significant financial boost. We usually make about $45,000 to $50,000 on that event each year. So last year we didn't have that. Part of that is through plant sales, part of it is through increased membership sales and sponsors. So not having that last year did put a financial pinch on us.
And for part of this sale, the Botanical Gardens are also selling orchids, and you can find the ones for sale already marked with these red tags. I was able to take a look at some of these plants, and that's where I met Karen Decker-Creighton, who has been searching for xeriscape plants and kept coming up empty.
We were going to generic stores like the local lumber yards, and they really didn't have a display area for xeriscape, and I think that's a great idea here.
Not everyone here is a longtime Corpus Christi resident, but even the newcomers are taking notice and hope this sale helps with water usage.
Any way that we can reduce the use of water, since there's a shortage, it will help.
And with these low maintenance plants that were just unloaded, you might not think we're in a drought at all. The Xeriscape sale runs all day Saturday with sales, butterfly releases, and a Texas-sized barbecue planned. On the south side, Jacob Daniels, Chris 6 News.
Well, howdy and happy Thursday. Coastal Bend, I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. Taking a live view from our Sunset Island cam thanks to Matthew CCAC. We're waking up to those lower 70s across the board, but not too much rain out there for our Thursday morning. Just still holding on to a decent dose of cloud cover, but in the wake of that rain event, we saw some slight increases in the lake levels. Here's the latest numbers for you. Lake Corpus Christi up from 8.5% a week ago to 8.8% as of this morning. Choke Canyon holding even at that 7.5%, and the combined reservoir capacity holding even at that 7.8% mark, though. Although keep in mind, Lake Texina a little bit better numbers, 54.8% up to that 56.4% mark as of today. As we're going through the next few days, though, the rain is leaving us and we're seeing the return of that heat. This morning we could see just some of that spotty drizzle, but most of us definitely going to be staying dry as we make our way towards partly cloudy skies this afternoon, and we're going to be seeing those warming temperatures as a result, already even pushing into the 90s this weekend for some of our communities. I've already got 91 degrees even here in Corpus Christi as we're heading into Sunday, and with winds continuing out of the southeast, we are going to remain pretty muggy outside, something you're going to notice into the afternoon. Let's take a closer look at our temperatures now, though, with our Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network. Starting off on the south side, reading about 73 degrees for Bent Trail Drive, 72 there on Pebble Beach Drive, but that 72 degree mark going to be the same for areas towards Garden Court and Taylor's Way Court this morning. Flower Bluff reading about 70 degrees on the money towards Graham Road, although the Shell Weather Station and Laguna Shores both coming in at 74 degrees so far. Portland pretty similar to us, 73 degrees up there at Willow Drive, 74 around the board for the rest of Portland so far this morning. And as we're working our way inland towards B County, coming in at that 70 degree mark for just north of Beeville from our Hilltop Road reporting station. So we're waking up pretty mild out there. And as we go through the next few hours, let's take a look at that dog walking forecast. Today we've got Honey Bun on the board from Aransas County. Looks like she's having a good time over at the car show a couple weekends ago. And as we're heading out there for Honey Bun's walk, not going to be too bad. 80 degrees by 11 a.m. 83 is what we're at by that 1 p.m. hour. And like we talked about, those winds out of the south continuing with us, 10 miles an hour this morning, closer to 15 to even 20 miles an hour as we're heading into the afternoon. Here's how it's going to play out on our future tracker. We still have that decent dose of cloud cover, but we're already starting to see more pops of sunshine, and going into the afternoon, expecting those partly cloudy skies. We're going to be chasing about 86 degrees here in Corpus Christi, but out towards Duval County, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of those 90s making the return to the board. Just about 90 degrees on the money, but still a little too warm if you ask me. As we're heading into tomorrow morning, we see the return of that cloud cover. We're waking back up to the lower 70s for our morning lows, and we just continue this trajectory as we're heading through the next few days. Here's how it's coming out on our 7-day forecast. 87 degrees tomorrow with a little bit more cloud cover overhead, but if you are making those weekend plans, keep in mind it's going to be a toasty one, chasing the 90 degree mark for our daytime highs. Partly cloudy skies, and that's also going to take us into the first half of next week.
Pain at the pump is continuing to add stress for drivers. The price of a gallon of gas has come down more than 10 cents from earlier this month, but it's still way above where it was before the war. Now some drivers are finding fueling up at stations on tribal-owned land can help them save. Drivers are looking to save money at the pump, with gas prices up more than 30% since the war with Iran began.
I purposely drove here just for the gas.
Here is a tribal gas station in Washington state, one of dozens in the state and nearly 500 across the country.
Gas is ridiculous, but I have found honestly over the years, this gas station specifically is cheaper than a lot around here.
That's because gas stations on tribal land are generally exempt from state fuel taxes. Those can range from 9 cents per gallon in Alaska to 71 cents per gallon in California.
It can make sense filling up on tribal lands just because the gasoline prices are quite a bit lower.
On Wednesday, the average price of a gallon in Washington state was $5.38. At this station on the Tulalip Reservation, a gallon costs $4.90. That difference is why reservation member Amber Vasquez will cut it close to fill up here.
I will run out of gas on my way home just to get home to get gas, for sure.
More than half of U.S. states have tribally owned gas stations. New Mexico has 36. And some drivers make it a habit to fill up at those.
Anytime I'm this way, I usually get gas here. This is the cheapest I've found. The last time I filled up from empty, well, this one took $120, so, and that's 21 gallons, so yeah. Yeah, so it costs quite a bit.
Gas stations on tribal land still pay the 18-cent per gallon federal fuel tax, but the savings from the state tax exemption still make a difference while prices stay high. And with no clear end in sight for the war, experts warn.
I'd say bottom line is you're going to pay more.
Holly Furfer, Scripps News Group.
All right, folks, let's break down exactly what you're paying at the pump, though. According to Gas Buddy, national average is sitting at $4.02 a gallon. Average for Texas, $3.56. And then right here in Corpus Christi, average for a gallon of gas is $3.46.
Utility bills are skyrocketing across the country, but making a few simple changes at home can help you save some money. American households are now paying an average of $610 a month on utilities. Experts predict record heat this summer, and that means we will be cranking up the AC and putting more pressure on our wallets.
When the demand for air conditioning spikes, prices follow.
Now, to lower your bill, experts suggest keeping blinds closed during the day to block sunlight. You can also run your dishwasher in the early morning and keep your water heater at 120 degrees. For bigger savings next, you can look into leasing solar panels. Many cities and states offer tax credits to help cover the upfront costs of clean energy upgrades.
I'm Drew Bishop, and last month I introduced you to Jess and Heather Slaughter. Their Padre Island home became a nesting spot for a great horned owl and her babies. Well, the babies are all grown up and have flown away to new adventures, but they didn't leave without saying goodbye.
So my daughter's like, Mama, it's telling you goodbye, and thank you for giving it a safe home to stay in.
Heather Slaughter and her husband Jess's kids are all grown up, but they got a second chance at parenthood after a family of owls nested in their back patio in February.
You know, we watched these birds be born, and we watched them, you know, raise up.
Now, after a couple of months, the owl babies have left the Slaughter home and taken to the skies.
It was emotional.
But before they flew the coop for good, the Slaughter's house guests came back to say goodbye.
And the owl is literally standing right here at my back window. I sat down, started taking pictures and videos of it. It never budged or moved. It never got frustrated or anything. It was just sitting there blinking at me.
Heather tells me the owl stayed there for 20 minutes, calmly observing the people who had hosted it for months. It eventually flew off, but a few hours later, another baby owl appeared on the back patio. And this time, Heather took a closer look.
I opened the door and very slowly walked outside and walked toward it to see if it would fly off or what it would do. It just sat there staring at me.
Even the mother owl appeared later that night outside the house.
I guess it was checking to make sure that its baby was okay, but once that baby was out of that nest, the mom was history.
So what started as a surprise guest and 3 small eggs became an incredible bond between humans and nature.
You get to watch it fly from the nest, and then it comes on up here and sees you before it leaves. So it was pretty cool.
The Slaughters tell me that while this chapter of the story is over, they look forward to sharing their owl adventures for years to come. Reporting from the studio, I'm Drew Bishop for Chris 6 News.
So cool, Drew. Thank you so much. Folks, if you live in Kingsville and you're looking for a place to get some exercise this morning, Texas A&M University Kingsville is offering free classes to get neighbors active. They're doing this through the Community Exercise Outreach Program, and it's open to anyone. Organizers say rural populations often experience more health problems than urban areas. That disparity led to the creation of this program.
What we're trying to do is offer opportunities to exercise, particularly for individuals who are lower socioeconomic status, who can't necessarily afford group exercise or guided exercise programs.
Well, the current program runs until May 7th, and the next round of classes will start on June 8th.
I'm Melissa Trevino in Agua Dulce. I first told you about this little town getting a city hall last year when construction had just began. Now, 9 months later, the city held a ribbon cutting ceremony as they prepared to move in. For longtime residents and city employees, the new city hall's ribbon cutting is something many never expected to see. Ninfa Acuna has been the city secretary for 25 years. She says she was excited when she first learned of plans for a new city hall last year. And perhaps the most surprising thing, the building was built at no cost to taxpayers, thanks to a $1.2 million donation by the Wyatt Ranches. The new city hall will house the water department, city marshal's office, the mayor's office, city council chambers, and a courtroom. Ralph Ochoa, a longtime resident, tells me he went to the ribbon cutting ceremony after months of anticipation.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
All right, so now for this list, President Trump says that he's got no time frame for the war with Iran to end. In a new interview, he says that he's in no rush to finish the conflict. The president previously said the war would last 4 to 6 weeks. It's now in its 7th week. Trump says that politics are not influencing his approach. He rejected claims that the upcoming midterm elections are motivating his decisions.
Spirit Airlines is nearing a $500 million rescue deal with the Trump administration. The money would help the company survive bankruptcy. Spirit is struggling with high fuel costs tied to the war with Iran. Sources say the U.S. government could end up owning 99% of the airline.
Wow. Well, hey, United Airlines raising summer ticket prices by as much as 20%. The company blames high jet fuel costs and strong customer demand. CEO Scott Kirby says that the airline must pass those expenses on to flyers. He warns, though, fares likely will not drop, even if oil prices go down.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. just wrapped up 2 weeks of congressional hearings. He faced tough questions on Capitol Hill yesterday about the proposed health budget for the next few years. Kennedy clashed with lawmakers over vaccines and the current measles outbreak. Some senators accused him of spreading misinformation. He also defended the administration's new portal for prescription drugs.
Amazon is expanding onto the weight loss care agency, or industry, I should say. The company is launching a new program through its One Medical service. Patients can now get weight loss medication delivered through Amazon Pharmacy. With insurance, those prescriptions could cost as little as $25 a month.
Shareholders are voting today on a $110 billion media merger. The deal combines Warner Bros. Discovery with Paramount Skydance. It brings together major brands like HBO and CBS. If passed, shareholders will get $31 a share. Regulators in the U.S. and Europe still need to review the deal.
All right, folks, it is time for one last check-in on the weather and the roadways before you head out this morning with, of course, our meteorologist, Stephen Jones. How you doing, Stephen?
Well, good morning, you guys. Doing pretty well today so far. The only sad part, we don't have any more of those showers to track on the radar, but luckily the roadway's shaping up pretty nicely so far as we're heading out for our Thursday morning. Plenty of green flow on the traffic maps. My favorite color to see up there as if you're hitting the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland. Not tracking any issues right now, and really the same goes for our major roadways in Corpus Christi. If you're making that commute from Cal Allen or Robstown, 37 and 44 both looking good so far. And like we were talking about our major roads here in town, not too bad either. Just a minor slowdown on Saratoga. That's coming up to the airline road light, but other than that, looking at a good and green morning. So let's go ahead and get you a quick forecast as you're heading into your Thursday. Really not too bad so far as we're kicking off our day. Here's a live view from that studio sky cam. Good morning to Corpus Christi downtown as we're heading out there. 70 degrees on the money so far. Winds are out of the southeast about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Those are going to slightly pick up as we're heading later into our Thursday afternoon. About 15 to 20 miles an hour for us, gusting upwards of 25 miles an hour. We're going to be chasing 86 degrees for our daytime high. Areas towards Duval County likely to see that 90-degree mark for your daytime high. Along the coast, just a little bit cooler, 79 there in Rockport later this afternoon, 77 for areas towards Port Aransas. And through the next few days, we're going to be continuing this warming trend, especially into the weekend. Here's how it's all playing out on that 7-day forecast for us. We're going to be pushing into the 90s by Sunday, and as we're going into next week, likely to remain in those 90s with well above average temperatures, and unfortunately no rain on the board. Overnight low is going to be in those mid-70s, so not too bad as we're heading out there through that 7-day forecast.
Alrighty, Stephen, thank you so much. Well, Starbucks is making it easier to get your daily cup of coffee. Starting May 11th, you can schedule your order on the mobile app, and customers can place orders up to an hour before picking them up. The company says the new feature was popular during tests at busy locations, and pickup times will be given in 5-minute windows based on real-time availability.
Pretty convenient. Well, hey, you'll soon be able to preserve family memories with help from your spaghetti sauce. Prego is launching a digital recording device meant to capture conversations at the kitchen table. It's called the Connection Keeper, and you could store 8 hours of audio and can prompt conversations. You also have the option to keep the audio or upload it to the public archive. So the Connection Keeper goes on sale Monday for $20. Now, sorry, Prego, I don't mean to bash you at all, but I don't know if your cybersecurity is like 100%. So if you do choose to purchase this, guys, careful what you say around there that you don't want out there in the public space, just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to know that everyone has recording devices. Pretty sure that anything you say is going to be recorded and uploaded somewhere, but be cautious with your data.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, hey, folks, thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday morning. We'll be back with you more news from your neighborhood later on. But until then, we're the Sunrise Crew, and you are amazing.